Hi, my friends. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to my masterclass, How to Create and Build and Monetize Your Transformational Business Online. So I'm your host and facilitator, Rosalind Fung. And like I shared before I pressed record, we're going to just do a short sort of meditation to ground us and to lock in the beautiful energy so that we can be present and focused, and also receive the downloads that we hope that we can receive for each and every one of us to move ourselves and our business forward. So I'm going to invite you to start to have a soft gaze or close your eyes, whatever feels right for you, to shift your attention inward. And then I invite you to breathe in and follow your breath into your internal world. Just feeling and saying hello to your internal world. And then on your next inhale, guess we gotta breathe out. So breathe out whatever doesn't serve or support. And then on your next inhale, breathe into all the areas in your body that need more space, need more breath. So that might be your side body, your belly, your heart chakra, and the front and back, your shoulders, your neck. Expanding, expanding, expanding. And then suspending your breath. And then just releasing, taking a little bit longer on an exhale. When we do this, just releasing anything that doesn't serve or support.
I want to look at your keys.
System. And then on your next inhale, breathing into your heart space. You can place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Feeling to how good this feels. And then just breathing out, clearing your mind. If there's any busyness in your mind and those thoughts, just put them on a cloud, let them float away. You can always come back to them later and be here. Now, on your next inhale, breathing into your solar plex, which is your power center. This is where your life force energy is. And as you do so, I invite you to set intention for our masterclass or call here today. What is it that you'd like to receive in terms of value, clarity, action steps, support of being activated, inspiration? There's no right or wrong. Just saying intention. When you have that, just nod. Beautiful. So those just joining us, we're just doing a short meditation. So just join in, my loves. We're setting intention for our call here today. And then notice how you'll meet your intention, because part of manifestation is you setting the intention and then being conscious about how you will meet that. So what parts of you need to show up today? Perhaps it's your curious part, beginner's mind, presence, open. Those are just some ideas. Brave, courageous. Then once you have that, just nod. Beautiful. Now seal this in with a light language transmission, which is language that your soul can understand. So it's going to bypass your cognition, and just trust that whatever comes through is going to clear, heal, activate, amplify whatever is in for your highest good and truth. Moraikia menene koratia nene ko menene ki tua mana koratia. Monani koratu koratia nene ki nene karachua. Breathing in. And then as you breathe out, anchor in your intentions right into the beautiful Mother Earth, the heart of the earth, Imagine it going there and setting in, locking in, ready, create vibrationally the intentions to create ripple effects for your highest truth and good. And so it is. So hanging out with the sensations, noticing what you notice, there's no right or wrong. Feeling into what feels good, what feels light, what feels solid. You might notice some emotions releasing. That's beautiful. Everything is welcomed here. You might notice yourself yawning, eyes fluttering. Whatever is happening, just let that happen. Don't fight it. Just allow. We're recalibrating. Beautiful. So when you are ready, just very slowly and gently find a way to honor your internal process. See if there's an image or a word or a phrase to support you in this experience internally, so that as you start to flow back out in a moment here, you bring this image, word, or phrase with you into our session here. And then when you're ready, just very slowly and gently open your eyes, have a soft gaze. Might want to blink a few times. And just notice things might look a little bit more vivid, clear, crisp, or maybe blurry. And then I'll invite you to just type in the chat box. You can also write in your journal there, your notes there, what your intention is, what came through. You can share how you're feeling. Those of you who work with me, you know what a 2-word check-in is. Your 2 words. So good, bad, fine, okay, or not feelings. But you feel grounded, light, nervous, excited. All your feelings are welcomed here. Welcome. So many beautiful new faces and familiar faces. All right, how are y'all feeling? Excited and motivated. Awesome, Alicia. Good to see you here, love. Awesome. Christy, that is so exciting. Launching a 5-day mindset challenge. Awesome. Amy, hello, love. Joyful and eager, opened. Nice. All right. And so during this masterclass, so I'll be presenting, but those of you who know me, you know I love a good interactive class. So please do keep sharing your thoughts. I'm going to say if you have questions, I may ask you to hold onto them unless it's for a clarifying question. Just unmute yourself. I'll try my best to look at the chat box as well. All right. Great, welcome. Okay. All right. Great, whoops. Okay, let's start. So let me ask you some questions and just type in the chat box. Are you wanting to create your practice or your business online? Type yes. I'm assuming if you're here, that is going to be a yes for all of you. Awesome. Are you new in business? Let me know how old your business is. If you're just starting out, if you're 1 year, your business is about 1 year, 2 years, 6 years, not new, 7 years. Awesome. Brand new, virgin. Yeah, Stacy. Popping some cherries. Awesome. Okay. And those of you who are not new, you may have a business like, right, it's 6 to 7 years, but maybe you're needing more direction how to build, like scale it, monetize it. Like, tell me a little bit more specifically where you're at. Or perhaps you have a business, you're not new, but you haven't actually put it online yet. That could be the other thing. I see that a lot. Okay, looking for any tips on how to crush my upcoming challenge and program. Awesome. Adding spiritual, spiritpreneur. Love it. Services. That's great. So good. I love that. Okay, beautiful. And have you been online, but you're not quite monetizing yet? Meaning hitting your income goals. Amy saying, looking to grow my current business and develop something new. Yes. Okay. Oops. I forget how like slippery this mouse is. Like, let's go back. Okay, awesome. So it sounds like you're all in the right place. Stacy, that's so exciting. Stacy and I are taking Kundalini activation class together with one of my soulmate clients, Carolyn Yakopich, which you guys will see her testimonial later. That is so awesome. Transformational life coaching, exciting. All right, loves. Good, we still got people rolling in. Welcome. All right, so this is what I'm going to show you in this masterclass today. I'm going to share with you my personal method and how I built my online business to multiple 5-figure months, up to 30K months within 3 years. So I'm going to be really realistic with you, okay? The tools and resources that I use when just starting out, and it's not going to break the bank. So you will walk away with those for sure. And I always welcome if you each, because I love collaboration, I love co-creation. If other people have other resources that you would suggest, please do type that in the chat box. The importance of leveraging social media to promote, and a way to dive deeper if you feel called. I did share that with in the email that this is how I'm going to be enrolling people into my next mastermind. My Client Attraction Academy is through this class. Those of you who are feeling called to dive in deeper or curious about my mastermind, I'm going to share a little bit of that with you. Please know I'm never attached. Whether you work with me or not, I want to really serve and support and hold space for those who do want to dive in deeper. So we're going to be integrating the power of psychology, neuroscience, spirituality, and marketing strategies to manifest opportunities, clients, and money. You ready? All right, so I believe that many of you know me, some of you don't, so I'll just go through my story. So who am I? Well, that's been an interesting question that I've been asking myself as I've been ascending in the last, especially in the last 3 months. But I come from love. We all do. I see myself as a light worker with a fun, bold goddess warrior spirit, here to share my gifts and lead others on their soul purpose mission, so that together we can bring more unity, consciousness, and loving presence to this planet for our generation, the next generation, and beyond. This is a little bit about me personally. If you follow me on social media, you will see my sexy silver fox. That's what I call him. This is my husband. We have been together for 19 years and will be 15 years this summer. And we call ourselves Pleasure in the Bedroom and Bank. He's a financial planner, and we love helping others have a more sacred relationship with money and communicating about that as well. We have 2 boys, Everest and Logan. I freaking love this picture. They are a little bit older now. They're 7 and 9. This picture's probably like, I think like a year and a half old now, but this totally represents them. Logan is my younger one. He's 7. Yes, that's him rocking my granny panties. And that's Everest rocking my Wonder Woman outfit. And this picture here is very special to me. This is my family, my dad, my mom, and obviously my family here, and my brother. So this is very special. This was taken in November 2019. And I, when I first started my business, my coaching business, I'm in my 4th year now, and entering my 4th year. And I set a goal to really give back to my family by treating them to a trip. So here we are in Mexico. So that was very special. And my husband and I love contributing back to the world. World Vision is one of the charities we support. I also, 10% of proceeds in my business go to support various charities as well. This is more of a formal resume. I specialize in client attraction, soulful sales. I'm also an Akashic Records soul coach. So what that means is I'm intuitive, we'll say psychic, and I can access the records of your soul and also the records of your business, which is a separate entity, and be able to channel your angels, your guides, for messages and direction, and I can also look at your past lives and clear anything that may be of a block with my light language and amplify anything that's for your highest soul purpose. So it's pretty fun. I'm also a professional speaker. I speak a lot about self-love, mastering your energy, money mindset, client attraction, and bold feminine leadership. I've been featured in Huffington Post, CBC Radio. I've spoken at Fearless Women Summit, This Woman Means Business, and Harvard University. I'm a former registered psychologist. I was in private practice for 11 years, and in 2014, I became the first psychologist in my province to create an online program and sell it internationally, which led to a lot more opportunities. I'm a certified Haikomi practitioner. Has anyone ever heard of Haikomi? What it is it's a mindfulness approach that combines neuroscience, psychology, and spirituality. And it means, how do I stand in relationship with myself and how do I stand in relationship with others? Because if you think about it, we're always in these relationships. And I still use it to this day with my clients. It really helps them shift their limiting beliefs, unconscious limiting beliefs. I'm also a Yusuri and Karuna Reiki master. In fact, Trish, if she can give a wave there, if you guys can see her, she's one of my soulmate clients and I became hers. She's the one that I got certified in Karuna. And recently, I haven't upgraded this, Trish. You can just give me a little slap here. I became a divine compassion, multi-dimensional healer through Trish. So this woman is magical. I'm also a second degree black belt in karate and two-time international best-selling author, as well as been nominated for Entrepreneur of the Year at Business of the Heart 2020. I also have a podcast. It is called Activate Your Soulgasmic Business, and it's a very heavy foundation on personal development for entrepreneurs. And it's ranked at the top 10% globally of most popular, most listened to. So yay! And this is what my business has looked like in the last 3.5 years. It is a tribe of conscious leaders and light workers, people who are here to change the world, and that's all of you here. So I'm so grateful that you are here. I also have online digital programs, and I'll share a little bit more about how, again, this is part of the way and how you can monetize in your business as well. But my loves, it wasn't always like this. You know, we all start from somewhere. And this is what my life looked like back in 2008. Everything looked completely perfect. I got my perfect, quote unquote, fitness model physique. I was competing in a bodybuilding competition. I had just started private practice as a psychologist. At this point in time, Dan and I were happily married, still am, for 3 years, and I was a second degree black belt and a role model to kids, teens, and adults. But even though everything looked completely perfect, it was a totally different story on the behind the scenes. So what that looks like was I was stuck in the cycle of food restriction. And tell me if you've been here before too. Binge eating, emotional eating, feeling guilty, beating myself up, and then purging. And my form of purging was over exercising. So I would do like hours of cardio. And this went on for years. And so here I stand competing, not because I wanted to challenge myself, but because I thought that when I have the perfect body, I will be happy. Well, that was a bunch of bullshit, because all I felt was emptiness and anxiety. And all you think about was really tunnel vision, what to eat, when to eat, what happens if I fall off my diet, you know, how much exercise would I need to do to make up for those calories. And so on this day, I came in last place. And last place meant and confirmed that I was not enough. So, of course, I had a breakdown. And we all know that a breakdown is another word for a spiritual awakening. So, at this point, I was led as a therapist to learn about Haikomi. And of course, when you're learning something, you cannot not work on your own shit. So I learned that I was operating from this belief that I am valued in my doingness. So my status, my achievements, my performance, my titles, rather than my beingness, who I am. And my doingness never felt enough. So I was this overachiever, this hardcore type A, this perfectionist. And so what ended up happening was I started to come home to myself. I started to learn the art of embracing perfectly imperfects, the art of slowing down, and really moving into my being. And so that led me to become certified in eating psychology as well as Haikomi. And I was so inspired to blog so that I could really share with the world, especially women, that our self-worth is not tied to our body and what we look like. And so I blogs about my journey. This is my journey. And I would share with people, you know what? This was my before and this was my after photo at the end there on the right. And what people don't see is that I am so much more free and I'm so much more happy. This is back in 2012 after I gave birth to my first son in that picture. And that's what really matters. This was published in Huffington Post. And then I put out my online program and landed a magazine cover. And as you can see, I'm not photoshopped. I did not diet. And on purpose, I celebrated the part of my body that I hated the most, which was my belly. I was celebrating because I love that part of me now, all of me now, but I hated my belly. It was never flat enough, even as a bodybuilder. Can anyone relate with this on some level? Body image struggles, not feeling good enough? Let me know in the chat box. And so my mission today is to inspire others to consciously operate from beingness over doingness so that we can live in a world where it feels safe to show up as our authentic selves. So what started to shift was that eventually I moved into coaching. I hired a business coach, my very first one, which was the scariest investment, but I knew that I had to take the leap of faith. And that really helps me move into what I do today as a visionary spiritual business coach. And like I said, I make up to 30K months. So how the heck did I do this? How can I help you unleash your inner warrior? I'm going to share with you my personal method to bring your spiritual or transformational, heart-driven business online to 6 figures and beyond. And I'm going to be really, really transparent here. It takes time. Okay, I have had clients who have made 6 figures in their first year. And everybody's has a different starting point. So it depends on where you start, right? So you can feel free to pick my brain about that. Okay, so myself, I did make 6 figures working part-time as a coach first year, but there was a lot of foundation in the first, from being a psychologist and then moving online, okay? And so that also matters. In terms of transformational, these are some of my clients. These are some of the areas that they are in. I want to let you know where to start. Okay, so when you are moving online, you want to start with an offer. So these are just examples. You do not have to have all of these, okay? You're gonna move up and scale it to that if you feel called. You never have to do anything if you don't feel called, all right? So it's the thing that lights you up the most. So often what we may want to start off with are one-on-one offers, right? So one-on-one, and I put program, meaning For example, you may want to have a 3-month, a 4-month, a 6-month program for your one-on-one offers. That it becomes a container. It's not just the one-off, because then that makes it much more sustainable for you. And it feels like, from somebody who used to work dollars for hours as a psychologist, and then moving on to becoming a coach, where I did offer programs, like one-on-one programs. There's something I notice, at least in my experience, there's like a yes that gets pulled out from the client in a way when they say yes to a bigger package than just one-on-one, one-off sort of thing. So I've noticed that. I don't know if anyone else has. I would say for myself as a client, the same thing, that something deeper inside me that yes comes through when I say yes to a package versus just a session. So yeah, let me know in chat box if that's your experience as well. You can also offer group coaching programs. Like if you're not really about one-on-one, or you want to do both, yeah, offer that, because that will scale your business. You can also offer digital products as well as a membership. These are just some ideas. Awesome. Chrissy says planning to do both. Okay, so what tools do you need? Okay, and so these are tools that are free or low budget if you're just starting out. So there's, you definitely need an email marketing system so that this captures emails. You want to be building your email community. I know Amy, who's on the call here. She's one of my Client Attraction Academy clients. She loves the emails I send. And, I used to have a thing about like, oh, I'm going to bother people with email. Does anyone else have that issue? Like, you think you're going to bug people in their email? Some people do. Yeah. So here's the thing. They can always hit unsubscribe. We're not for everybody, right? It's actually a good thing when people hit unsubscribe, because they're clearing the way. So you're not wasting their time. They're not, having their inbox flooded. We want people who are excited about receiving value from our emails. That is important. Okay. And Amy, are you here, love?
I am here. I don't know why I can't see me. I see you.
Tell us how much you love the emails.
Well, I am only one person, but I cannot be that unique. I love the emails because it constantly reminds me to look into things. Like, sorry, I've got kids home here, as I'm sure anyone else does.
Yep.
But I don't feel bombarded at all. And if there's something that I'm not interested in, I can always just scroll by. But it constantly reminds me that there's stuff going on. So I don't have to sign up for everything, but I open all of them. And sometimes I don't read them all, but it makes me feel like I'm in the loop. And I like that.
That's awesome. Thank you, love, for sharing. So I hope that those of you who are feeling like, oh, I don't want to bother anybody, the big thing is you're providing value, right? And then you also are building that like, know, and trust factor. And the thing is, social media is amazing. I'm all about supporting you and leveraging social media, but we don't own our accounts, right? Like Facebook does, Instagram does. So we can get into Facebook jail. I have, right? But nobody can take your email list away from you. You have that. So it's important to build that. Okay. Christy says, how often do you suggest emailing posting? Ooh, that's a really good question. And it's actually it's not as simple. It kind of depends on what you're doing in your business. So you're going to be launching your 5-day challenge, love. You will be wanting to email often, right? More often than not. But the big thing is being consistent. Like, I email my list probably at least twice a week, at least. And so it kind of depends if I'm launching something. Like, I emailed my list more often to launch this masterclass, right? And I'm posted definitely more often about this masterclass on my socials. Okay. You also want to have an online booking system. So Calendly.com is free. So those of you who have booked in with me for a discovery call or an Akashic record reading, I use this system. You want somewhere to host your group calls. So Zoom is a really great way. They have a free version. The free version, though, is like 45 minutes or 40 minutes long. It's worth the 20 bucks a month, or pay, you save a little bit if you pay annually. But I love Zoom, and then you record, can upload it to Google Drive, or somewhere where you can like share the replays. Social media account, right? Facebook, Instagram. Where are you all hanging out? I think most of you are hanging out on Facebook and Instagram, right? I believe that's how I called most of you in. And a scheduling app for your social media, so you're not always having to post. You can pre-post, pre-schedule things, and Later is a free app to do that. What else you need? Away collects payments online. So if you're selling something, you're wanting people to move into your program, you want to have a way for people to send their money to you, okay, to sign up. So these are just some examples: PayPal, Stripe, Square. You may want to have something called a sales page. This is where I think the easiest way is have a hidden page on your website where you would drop the link in your masterclass or your 5-day challenge, and you can use WordPress or Wix. I use something called ClickFunnels. It's a little bit more advanced. You don't need that when you're first starting out. I certainly did not. I used my, I'm so embarrassed to say it. I don't know if anyone has seen my blog before, but I literally used a free blog and went to sell programs off it. Okay, so it doesn't need to be super fancy. To host your program videos, you can put things up on YouTube, or if you want to make sure it's pretty secure, because on YouTube you can still share it. Vimeo is also another way to go. And what's helpful is to have a virtual assistant to help you implement the tech stuff, behind the scene operations. So virtual assistants can do pretty much anything you don't want to do. So my virtual assistant, I use an agency called Ripple VAs. If you guys want to check them out, do let them know I sent them your way. They do have a referral sort of system. And these are the VAs that are in the Philippines. And does anyone have a VA, a virtual assistant, or is looking for one? They're really awesome. They offer a lot of services. So my VA helps me put together my, I still write all my contents, okay? You'll see in this masterclass, that's what I'll teach you, is no one has your soul frequency. So I still write all my content, but she puts together my emails and sends them out. She puts together my blog posts. It's my posts that I have written, and I'm like, okay, can you put this on the blog? She can do, she put together my podcast marketing audiograms, all right? So anything that you don't really want to do that kind of takes you out, or if you don't know the tech stuff, a lot of times VAs can do that for you. It'll save you a lot of time, frustration, and energy. And yes, so I use my VA for 15 hours a month, and it's $9 US an hour. And yes, it's ethical because their economy that's a really good rate. Their economy that's really good for their economy. Okay, remember we have different economies and different lifestyles. So if you're wondering if it's ethical, it is. And then the more hours you have, it goes down. So 40 hours a month, or a week, sorry, is about $5 US an hour. So it's worth it. I also get my VA to schedule my my social media posts. And she put together my graphics and stuff as well. All right, so let's talk about how do you start attracting your clients. So you guys are all here. You literally went through this process I'm going to walk you through. So set up an Eventbrite events for a free masterclass, or whatever you want. So Christy, you're running a 5-day challenge. Set up an Eventbrite. Why Eventbrite? Because, and this doesn't have, there's another way too. So I'm setting up Eventbrite because, number one, I love that you can set up Eventbrite. And when you sign up for something, Eventbrite goes, hey, these other events that you might like because you signed up for this event. So it kind of pops your events in front of your ideal clients that may not have known about you otherwise. And then the other cool thing about Eventbrite is you can just literally hit the publish button to Facebook. So you don't have to do any extra steps. It creates an event on Facebook for your masterclass, and then you just got to invite all the people with one single click of a button to invite people. So it's really easy, okay? And also, I like Facebook events because just like Eventbrite, it does the same thing. It'll be like, hey, you liked this event, you might like this event, right? So it's quite friendly that way. All right, so then you want to set up a sales page, like I said earlier, on your website, or I use ClickFunnels, or I believe there may be some other programs like Kajabi, which you would store. Again, this is getting a little bit more advanced, but if you do store digital programs on a platform, Kajabi can be one of them, or Teachable, or Thinkific. Those are certain programs that you can do. I'm not super familiar with those. I do use Kajabi, but truth be told, I get my tech team to figure it all out. So I think though that they have sales pages as an option. Okay, and market online via Facebook. So this is where you'll put posts up on your newsfeed, your biz page, your different groups, and you can also, you know, connect. I really say relationships are and connections are currency, right? When you have people wanting to Facebook friend request you, or you can network in certain business groups. Sometimes I host networking events, you know, like really take advantage of these connections. You never know about, you want to align with people who have a following, and you complement each other in your services. You may have a similar, you may have the same clients, you're just at different points of the client journey, if that makes sense. So then you can do things like, now I'm getting a little bit advanced, but joint ventures, where you are being put in front of a new audience, so the influencer's audience, and you're speaking, and then you can sell. Okay, so that's something that I help my clients do too, is speak and sell. Deliver your masterclass or your 5-day challenge, and you can do that through Zoom or in a Facebook group or through a Facebook Live, however you decide to do that. And then you want to be able to soulfully sell to your offering, whatever that is. Okay, send them to your sales page with a payment link. You guys can watch me do that today. Totally transparent. All right. If anything, I love being a model. And then you get to decide what resonates with you, and you get to like take what resonates with you, and you leave what doesn't. Those of you who are my clients, you know I always say that. That's really important. It feels good for you. Okay, and put your new clients into, or not just your new clients, but the people who have signed up for your challenge or your masterclass into your email system, so that you can build that like, know, and trust factor. Because the thing is, not everybody's going to say yes, right? I don't use MailerLite. Christy, I use Aweber. I've never actually used MailerLite, but it's what I suggest. I personally hate MailChimp. So if you use MailChimp, good on you, but I just cannot handle it in terms of, I think it's like, because MailerLite is free until you have probably like 1,000 subscribers. And if you're just starting out and you're really watching your budget, that's what I would suggest. MailChimp is the same way in terms of investments, right? It's free until a certain amount of subscribers, but a free version is you can't email out all your different lists of how people sign up to work with you or to be in your email community at the same time, which is such a waste of time. I think that's so inefficient. So that's my little beef with MailChimp. I would much prefer people use MailerLite. One of my clients, Kate Nagai, she loves ConverterKit, loves it. And I think she said it's probably like under $40 US a month, something like that. And it's really good for tagging and sales and all that. Again, that's more techie stuff. We're not going to get into that today. ConverterKit is good but it's really, really designed for sales. ActiveCampaign is another one that I've heard is really good. Okay, so Here's some possible opportunities that may happen. So as you're in your 5-day challenge, you're running that or a masterclass, you may be offering a group program, but there may be clients that would want to work with you privately. So don't be surprised if that happens. You're creating different ways of how people can work with you. Okay. Some people also, may enroll in your digital group program, digital offer. And then you may want to eventually add that one-on-one offering for them. Do you see how this is scaling your business? Can you see that? So you may want to start with one offer, and then so oftentimes when you're first starting out, you're doing one-on-one. And eventually one-on-one is going to take up a lot of time, right? It's fun to work one-on-one, but you also want to scale your business. If you're getting clients, you want to put them into a group coaching program, which is a way to really leverage your time and create more impacts. So your one-on-one offerings are your most premium packages. Okay, so usually a group program is the most feasible way to work with you in terms of still having that face-to-face contact. And then a membership, you can have a membership site. And usually that's like less hands-on. You might come on a call once a month. That's my membership is. It's a call once a month, right? And so that's where it's not as hands-on as a group coaching program, but there's still support, okay, and community. That's really what these thrive on. And then Evergreen, which means it's a self-study program, is a digital program with no direct access to you. Okay, this is the lowest investment, and it's a great way for people to sample a little bit of who you are. Tracy, who's on this call here, she had bought Tracy King, my Soulgasmic Business Bundle, and then that's how we connected. Was she just really loved my offerings in that bundle, and then now she's here, right? So it's really cool. All right. So you basically rinse and repeat. There are certain strategies that I dive in deeper with my clients in Client Attraction Academy, with learning how to leverage social media, what kind of content marketing posts to put out there, so that you don't come across as feeling as looking salesy or feeling salesy, and then people start ignoring you, right? So there's a certain method to what you put out there for content marketing, and then how you direct them to your masterclass. Whoops, not used to this mouse. And the thing is, this is really cool. Once you sell people into your group offerings, this is what happened to me last year, is I like to keep my groups very intimate. So no more than 15 people a group. And so when I ran my 5-day challenge, I sold lots of spots that I broke people into 3 separate groups. So I had different groups running at the same time, obviously, in the period of time, okay? So I'm gonna walk you through my fun, bold, sexy method. This is my personal signature method. Before I do, are there any questions about what I shared so far? I want to take a pause here. Just make sure I'm not missing anything. Nope. All good? Okay, cool. All right. So these are my pillars. This is my success formula to magnetize and monetize. So the fun pillar is all about getting really connected to your purpose. We need to understand why we are doing what we're doing, why we are holding space for people for these transformations. And usually our purpose comes from our pain, right? As you heard my story. We got to get clarity on who our niche is. And then also have business, like a foundation of in your business in terms of a model and the systems and structures. That's really important to keep that client flow going. And then the sexy pillar is all about your magnetism, your vibration, your energy, your soul frequency, right? It's about vibing at a place of love, peace, and joy. People can feel your energy. Energy does not lie. So this is why I'm so passionate about continuing to do my inner work and my spiritual work. This is why I also share, those of you who work with me, you'll be nodding your heads, that I believe the most important work is the hard work, and the biggest wins are not how much money you make, right? That's as a result based on what shifts in your psychology. Though that's the biggest win, what shifts in your psychology. Who do you become? Who are you becoming, right? And as you peel back more and more of your onion layers and you become more and more of who you are, you're connected more and more with your soul. You become more luminous, you become more magnetic to your soulmate clients. And so this is also about embodying this beautiful energy of abundance, of seeing money as energy. A lot of times people get really and I used to be one of them. Tell me if you are in chat box, you feel icky around sales, right? Like it's ugh, or even icky around money, right? It's uncomfortable. And most of us did not grow up having an abundant mindset, right? Most of us associate money with some sort of tension and inner conflicts and beliefs that don't serve and support us and hold us back from calling in more money. Can I get some, let me know if that's, you can resonate with what I just shared. And there's absolutely no shame here. There's no judgment. This is just part of what I see all the time. And then bold, the pillar of bold is confidently communicating your core message, having social media strategy, and mastering your sales. When you have all of this, it means you are in sacred sales with new soulmate clients. So I'm going to dive in a little bit deeper with the fun pillars. This is all about mindset and attitude for promoting yourself. So 80% of your business is going to be in marketing. And by the way, type in aha if I'm sharing something that's like an aha, a light bulb moment, or maybe it's not, and it's just like, oh yeah, this is a great reminder. Okay, so 80% of your business is marketing. You're building that like, know, and trust factor. You need to manage your beliefs, emotions, and energy around showing up. And it's really important to have systems and strategies, because if you're calling in these clients, but then you don't understand how to really create that flow in the back end with your systems, then it makes it really tough. Okay, we don't want to funk up that flow. You need to know that it's not a get rich quick scheme. I don't believe that any of you here are do that, but it's really important that we have patience when we are building our business. And I'm going to say I do not have a lot of patience. This really gets you to have patience quick. You got to do this because you want to change lives, purpose, passion, heart, and soul. It's also being clear about who you're speaking to, right? Your niching, your target market, your brand, which I'm going to say most of us are solopreneurs here. Your brand is your vibration. It's your soul frequency. It's an extension of that, right? Your vibe attracts your tribe. So your brand and your messaging, how you speak, your voice tone, how I share things and how I deliver things may be different than somebody who does something very similar to me. But they're going to have different soul lessons and different frequency and different way of how they're going to deliver it, right? We're each different people. So you showing up as you is going to be your superpower. And plus, it's way more fun when you just get to show up as you. And then this is also about knowing how you can best serve your soulmate clients, giving lots of value, right? Just so exactly right now, hopefully you are receiving value from being on this masterclass and having some takeaways so far. I will be sharing some client testimonials because you may see yourself in some of my clients. Okay, and I want you to know what's possible for you. So this is Wendy. She was before she joined Client Attraction Academy, she was really struggle with self-esteem. She has quite a shy personality, and she was not certain how to share her services. She's a reflexologist. She just recently got her crystal healer certification, and she makes these gorgeous crystal jewels. And so she didn't know how to put everything together in terms of her talents. I call that the alchemy of you, and then integrate them into offerings. So she took Client Attraction Academy, this 12-week mastermind, and she's still a shy person. Like, that's her personality. That's okay. You know, that we need to honor that. Anyone else here that's shy? And she's increased, here's the thing, she's increased her self-esteem and her self-belief. She really raised and saw her own value in not just herself, but also then her ability to show up and charge the worth of her services. Now, I hate it. I hate it when people, like, if you ever see marketing that's like, charge the worth of your charge your worth. I hate that, because our worth is inherent, okay? But our services and our offerings do need a monetary value. So I really want you to separate that out, all right? Your worth is inherent, and the worth of your services is separate. Clarity of how to integrate her gifts into her business and streamline her offerings. She increased her business significantly, and this was last year, you guys, during COVID, and attracted a line client who appreciated her services and jewelry, and she increased her income by 40%. Yay, Wendy! All right, let's talk about the sexy pillar. So this is speaking to your soulmate client so that they feel you truly understanding their struggles and their desired dreams. Okay, so we got to create content, meaning posts out there that really stop the scroll for your ideal clients. This is being really clear about your core message. It's always the same, but your story can be, whatever you share is different, but it always comes back to the core message. Speaking, writing your story, online posts, it's really building that like, know, and trust factor. The consistency is what builds trust. If your message is different every single time, it doesn't subconsciously build trust with people. And the most sexy thing is vulnerability and authenticity, right? We can tell when somebody's being fake as fuck. I'm just gonna say it, right? We can tell. There's something that we can't quite put a finger on it, but it's like, what is going on there? And so it's really important. This is why I love helping people peel off their masks and just show up as who you are, because you are your own superpower, your personality strengths, your quirkiness, that thing that you've been trying to hide. No, don't hide that. Okay, I hid my light language for a while when I first just got gifted it about 2 years ago. I'm like, I don't know what to do with it. Like, I have no idea, right? So I hired a coach who you'll see, actually, she was my soulmate client. I was like, wait, I hire my clients a lot. Amy's also my hairdresser. But this is the power of community, because you build the like, know, and trust factor with each other, right? And the relationships are beautifully circulating. We're energetically exchanging our gifts with each other. So sexy is also, like I said, about having abundant money mindset, releasing money blocks. And I want you to breathe this in. So I'm going to just share it as an offering for you, just vibrationally. So I'm going to invite you to just breathe in and then clear with a big breath out. And then I'm going to share and offer to you. Notice how this lands. Abundance is your birthright. Breathing that in. Abundance is your birthright. You are worthy of monetizing on your gifts. And so just notice how those words landed for you. You may notice that there would have been some resistance coming up for some of you, and that's okay. Don't judge that, just notice that. And that's a good thing, because now that you're aware of it, that's where the medicine is. That means there's some beliefs that still need to be shifted, and that's okay. Okay? Don't be afraid of your triggers. Lean into them. Get curious about them, because that's where the medicine is. Sacred sales, And money mindset is all about the ability to receive, especially as heart driven entrepreneurs. A lot of times, and myself included in the past, we struggle. We're like so epic at giving, right? Like giving, no problem. Even giving away our gifts for free because anyone can, or undercharging because anyone understand, or I mean, could relate with that, right? But we have a hard time receiving. We suck at it. So that's something that if you struggle with receiving, really move into the space of giving yourself permission to receive. You think about it, like money is an energetic exchange, right? So if you're offering your talents, your gifts to work with somebody to transform their lives, man, that's value. And the energetic exchange comes in the form of currency, of money. What good will you be if you just keep giving away all your talents for free or undercharging? You're going to end up burning out, feeling exhausted, not being able to invest back into your health, into yourself, into your business, or not being able to contribute to your favorite charities, right? So really let yourself, if you struggle with receiving, make that an intention for you to shift into giving yourself permission to receive. Does anyone need to do that? This is Weena. She was actually one of my first clients ever when I started this business. At the time, she still is a mom at 3, but at the time her kids were under 7. And she was pretty much single momming it because her husband worked out of town. She was undercharging and she didn't know how to make her personal training business monetize. We worked together for 6 months one-on-one, and what occurred in that 6 months is that she learned how to deeply connect and communicate to her soulmate clients, so that she could basically, Weena had a beautiful way in being able to learn how to connect without feeling salesy, and then she could resell her packages and upsell her packages to her current clients and call in new clients. So she really up-leveled her money mindset. She understood, and we implemented a business model to scale, and in less than 6 months, she tripled her monthly income. This is Aurora. She is the lady that helps me confidently learn about light language. So Aurora approached me because she did not know how to explain what she did, because she's so out there, she's so woo. She's very cosmic and galactic. And so she hired me to help her communicate. She also felt really icky about selling. And so what ended up happening, she was in the Client Attraction Academy, we also worked one-on-one, was that she created a digital business that allowed her to leave her full-time job. She really got clarity about her signature system, and she went on to be booked as a speaker, mentor, author, and she really leveraged social media in their first year of business, which was last year. She made $100K in contracted sales in her first year of business. This is Rebecca. So let me know if you can see yourselves, some part of you in any of these clients. She's a success life coach and a retreat facilitator. And she was struggling with limiting beliefs that people wouldn't want to invest in themselves. She didn't, and here's the thing, guys. The personal development industry is a $10 billion industry, okay? People want to invest in themselves. She didn't give herself permission to be bold, and she was undercharging her services. So she took the Client Attraction Academy with me, plus a VIP Ignite package. And what happened from that is she gave herself permission to be authentically bold. She gave herself permission to polarize, because here's the thing. If you are not polarizing people, that usually means you're not going bold enough. Okay, so somebody could be watching this masterclass and be like, who the F is this person that's wearing like this white sapphire on her forehead and speaking this weird gibberish language? That's not my person, all right? And that's okay, right? We're not made for everybody. That's lack mindset. We think that we need to get everybody, okay? We're not meant to work with everybody, and that's totally okay. So I hope that gives you permission to be who you are. She understood the power of a launch and writing sales emails to close. So she ran a 2-hour workshop. She sold on that workshop, but she did not close that many people. So that's why she hired me, was so that I could help her close through the sales emails. And this is where she had to get really brave about writing emails that were nurturing people and sending many emails out because she's in launch mode. And she ended up closing, goodness, I think she ended up closing like 5 or 6 more clients. Okay, I don't remember the exact number, but she also, because she was undercharging, she had tripled her rate on that, and she on her offer. Okay, so that is the power of mindset and strategy. Okay, and bold is showing up with soul and strategy. So this is me speaking at a networking event. It was a 20-minute talk, and there were about 25. I think it was all women. And on the follow-up, I closed $36,000. Okay, that was 6 one-on-one VIP clients at the time. All right, so if you are speaking, let's say you get on a podcast or on some sort of summit, make sure that you're offering a freebie. Okay, this is where you're building your email list. So I didn't sell directly on stage there. Okay, it was in the back end where I sold and I closed those clients. All right, so that's really important. Follow up, because you could be leaving transformation on the table. Somebody could be want to work with you, but they might be too shy. So make sure that you are reaching out to people. Okay, November 2019, I was a panel speaker and I also did a 40-minute talk. I sold my self-love book. So as you can see, it's not the books that are going to make you money. It's going to be a great way for people to get to know you a little bit more, understand your story, create a little bit of impact. But again, follow up. I had a booth, so people put their emails for their freebie, and I follow up and I closed $6,000 in sales. And keep nurturing people. This is why I say an email is really important. Keep nurturing people by giving high value. This is what happens when you're scaling your business and you want to create impacts. I have different offerings at different investment prices. So I have my digital programs, and sales is so fun. I love having things on sale and then being like, hey guys, it's Mother's Day, for example, or it's like Boxing Day, and within just 2 small periods, you can do a 48-hour sale sort of thing. You can make really awesome money, and it's not time for dollars, right? Like, you're getting people to buy your digital programs, which require none of your time, and they get to watch or learn from your self-study. It's so fun. And then January 2020, before COVID hit, before lockdown, I was at a networking event. I was supposed to be the speaker at the next live event. So they wanted me to introduce me, or wanted me to stand up and just introduce myself. So I shared what I call a soulful self-promotion statement, which is what I teach my clients. And it's basically sharing who you are and what you do. And that literally was like a 1-minute sentence. And on the follow-up, I closed a one-on-one client. Okay, so how did I do this? You're going to hear me say it again. Keep nurturing. Keep nurturing your soulmate clients and prospects with soul, with strategy. Keep writing engaging posts that inspire people, that educate people. People meaning your niche, okay? Your person. We're not meant to serve everybody. Even though I know some of you are like, yeah, but I can. Yes, but think about niching this way. If you try to call in everybody, likely you're not going to call in many people, right? But if think about a living room light. It shines everywhere, but it's not a strong light. It's very, faint. But think about like a laser beam. A laser beam can cut through a diamond, but it doesn't take up lots of space. It's like literally a streak, right? So you are that laser beam. And the more people you call, you're really clear about your niche, you're still going to call in people who aren't 100% of that fit, right? For example, just being very, very general, I usually call in women, but that hasn't stopped men from wanting to work with me. So I work with men as well. Okay. So they see themselves in you. Come from the energy of authentic service and value. Okay, you guys are gonna love Sam. You're gonna love her name. This is Sam. She's the Pussy Power Priestess. She's a retreat facilitator and Reiki master. Okay, so before she joined Client Attraction Academy, she only had in-person offerings, no online business. All right, she's a healer, she has multiple passions, and she had no idea how to channel it into one simplified, aligned path. She was in super hustle mode, then burnout cycle. Does anyone relate with that? And she was afraid of what others would think of her. So she took Client Attraction, and out of that, she created a business model to honor her multiple passions and streamline them into a simple system. You guys, you can see me, I'm a multiple passions, right? And that's good, that's okay. We need to honor that. You just need to have a way to streamline things, a business model to do that. She gave herself permission to be polarizing, to be her authentic self, no more fear of what others thought of her. And she launched her group program called the Pleasure Revolution. And she created global reach, and that resulted in an increase of 40% in her income. That seems to be a theme. I was asking my clients, like, tell me some stats. They're like 40%. I'm like, okay, cool. All right, so content marketing that resonates with your soulmate clients is important. Targeting soulmate prospects with content relevant to their position along the buying process yields about 72% higher conversion rates versus traditional marketing, meaning like phone, newspaper, magazines, things like that. So how to know what to post for content marketing? Content marketing is based on having clarity of your personal signature method that positions you as the go-to expert. It allows you to share confidently about your business so it's clear, concise, to speak to your soulmate client and tribe, and it positions you to be what you want to be known for. And then, so for example, I just walked you through my fun, bold, sexy pillar. So ideally, once you have your signature system, okay, that you walk your clients through, ideally you could write a novel for each pillar. So if you were put in front of a networking event, on the spot, or, you were asked to last minute guest speak somewhere. This happened to one of my other clients. I was asked to speak. I couldn't make it because I was running a 5-day challenge. I asked my client who's never spoke before, this was Dawn, and I said, hey, and this is pre-COVID. So I just said, do you want a speaking opportunity? And you know your pillars, you know what to talk about. So it was the same day. She only had a few hours and she's like, yep, done. And she went and spoke. Okay, that's the power of having pillars. You're staying focused on knowing what to speak about. Is that an aha moment for anybody? I hope so. Okay, social media, understanding algorithms and leveraging them on them, okay? And how to build authentic relationships online. Now, some of you, I met you online. I met you on Instagram or Facebook, and we're probably still a little bit like strangers. This is a way in how you can get to know me a little bit more, but there was some sort of conversation that probably took place before I shared this event with you, right? So you can do the same with your ideal clients, prospects. So bold is showing up consistently. So I'm going to say the number one thing, whether you're on Instagram or Facebook, I would say both, is video. Okay, so IG Reels on Instagram is a thing that will get you the most visibility right now. And to be honest, I literally, last week was my first IG Reel. Oh my God, have you guys done IG Reels? whoa, the visibility is crazy. And then all the amounts of people like adding you or following you after, I was like, okay. I was just not feeling like super ready to do an IG reel because I was like, I gotta figure out the tech stuff. And so I decided I was with my current client attraction mastermind, and I was like keeping myself accountable. I'm like, okay, guys, I'm gonna do a reel. That'll be me before our next class. And it's been really fun, and it's not as hard as I thought it would be. So that was really cool. And Facebook Lives, I've been doing Facebook Lives for a long time. That's how I built my psychology business, and that's also how I then monetize more online as well in my coaching business. Okay, video allows people to build that like, know, and trust factor quickly with you. Like even right now, right? You can see how I show up. You can see how I deliver things. You can see my mannerisms. You can feel my energy. You can feel those things, like not all these things, but like you can feel energy from a picture, but it's not the same. Right? It's just not the same. People take things in differently auditorily. As you're speaking, there's just a different, it's a vibration, right? Strategy and content creating planning will save you time. And like I said, get a VA or make sure you use Later or some sort of scheduling app so that you're not always on social media. All right, this is Carolyn. She is a Kundalini activation and divine feminine embodiment guide. She came to me when she was in her business she's been 2 years in business, but it's been in person. She's had lots of ideas, but she was really overwhelmed with understanding how to bring her business online and what strategies to use. She took Client Attraction Academy, and she also is a one-on-one client. And from this, she had much more clear business strategy and systems. She confidently showed up online, aligned with her message and her brand to call in her soulmate clients. She leveled up her one-on-one coaching prices, and she increased her VIP clientele numbers significantly. She also increased her monthly income by 40%. So that's been pretty awesome. This is Regina. When she came to see me before she joined the Client Attraction Academy, she is an empowerment support coach and a spiritual cheerleader. She's very spiritual, and she was working her business to become more visible. And she had been working in it for a year. She felt like she wasted money on Facebook ads. She wasn't sure how to organically attract clients. She's never done a Facebook Live, and she did not want to feel salesy, and she feared what others would think of her. That seems like it's a common theme, which makes sense. A lot of us at the very core of us, we all want to feel loved, safe, and belong, right? And so she took Client Attraction Academy, and she confidently learned how to step-by-step have an understanding how to leverage social media. She consistently showed up on Facebook Lives with confidence because she knew her pillars, she knew what to talk about. She made powerful aligned connections to grow her business with other Client Attraction members. This is what I always encourage, is people connecting with each other. And that's one of the greatest parts about being part of my masterminds. And she quadrupled her income. By the way, some of these testimonials are on my Facebook page, videos, so you can see them speak at Rosalind Funk Coaching Bold Sexy Warrior under videos. So I want to ask you, where could you be a year from now? So I want you to feel into the possibilities as you read and listened to this masterclass so far and what's possible for you. You've seen, hopefully, yourself, some part of yourselves in my clients. What's possible for you? Where can you be a year from now? Where do you want to be a year from now, most importantly? And type it in the chat box. Do you see yourself speaking more? Running your group coaching programs? Having one-on-one clients? What do you see for yourself? Yes, Christy, I love it. Earning 100K personal annual income by next May. Yes, so it is. On stage in Kelowna. Trish, yay! I'm moving Kelowna, so is Amy. I don't need to find a new hairdresser. Love it. What else, my loves? Oh, yeah. I love it, Chrissy. You're even breaking it down to the amount per month. Yes, beautiful. Yes. Alicia, yes, come and do like a pleasure workshop in Kelowna. Hosting networking events. Amy, I could totally see you doing that, love. That's awesome. Yes. What else? There is no such thing as sounding too big or too silly. Okay, your dreams, if it's in you, it's for you, my loves. So now this is the part where I'm going to ask you who's going to be the next bold, sexy warrior. I am going to dive in deeper to share a little bit more about my Client Attraction Academy with you. All right, so if you do feel called, I want you to know, like, I'm so not attached. I think that you could totally go off on your own and do this, right? And I also know that hiring a coach, being part of a mastermind, whether it's with me or not, will level you up. An aligned coach or aligned mastermind. Myself, I continue to invest in coaches. I continue for both my healing, for my mindset, for my business. And something happens where you literally energetically, vibrationally level up, right? You're shifting your unconscious beliefs to move into that next level version of yourself. And we can't really do that when we're in our own stuff. We can't really see the forest from the trees, right? And so this is why having coaches are very helpful. So I'm going to share a little bit with you about Client Attraction Academy. This will help you. My intentions is to help increase your confidence in sharing your gifts in a soulful way, to build your credibility in a marketplace, attract soulmate clients and money opportunities, confidently sell more, and close sales without feeling sleazy, pressury, or icky. This is about building a business foundation, systems aligned with your big vision to provide you freedom and flexibility, allows you to have more time with loved ones, allows you to be living in your soul purpose and monetizing on your calling. Why invest? Because being part of a like-minded, safe, and sacred community supports you a level up. My clients get results quick. I am committed to your success. And remember, results mean shifting that internal work first, right? That's a result right there. And then it shows up on the outside. You are worthy of monetizing your calling, so work doesn't feel like work. I want ease and flow for you all. So what is Client Attraction Academy? It's a 12-week mastermind program that allows you to fully focus on your genius and gifts, remove the frustration and worries of where to find your next clients, alleviate second guessing, help to attract your soulmate clients with fun, flow, and ease, and position you to attract better business opportunities. It gives you the confidence to charge what your services are worth. This program is not for you if, because remember, not everybody's gonna want to work with me, and that's okay. So you still want your fear and limiting beliefs holding you back, particularly around increasing your visibility, putting yourself out there, money mindset, and selling. The idea of monetizing your calling and achieving a lifestyle you desire scares you way too much. You don't like being held accountable for your time and actions. You're not a team player. You aren't willing to experiment with stepping outside of your comfort zone that's aligned with your big vision dreams. And you aren't about creating win-win-win. Then this is not for you. But this program is for you if you want to live without apologies or regrets. You are an action taker who doesn't have time to waste because life is just too damn short. You are tired of going from one program to another, not getting real results. You struggle with clearly communicating who you are, what you do. You are unsure about which products or program to focus your energy on. You want to attract clients that pay you what your offerings are worth with no hesitation. And you want your legacy to be what you do now, not just what you leave behind. Are you resonating with any of that? Type yes in the chat box if you are, and I'm all about win-win-win. So these 12 weeks, you'll get to ask your questions, get your answers, eliminate months of overthinking, eliminate wasting time, and launch with confidence. So these are my pillars I walk you through. surprise, fun, bold, sexy. But these are the actual modules. So you are gonna, it's all about you first. Be, do, have. Right through my pain to my purpose, this is all about you being authentically who you are, fully express, create and do life and business from the place of who you are so you can have it all. Okay, that's really important that you do things on your own terms with who you authentically are, what makes you feel aligned with your purpose. So we bring in the alchemy of you and really get clear about, I take your your why, you take your why and you go 7 layers deep in this program. And this will help you get even more clarity about who you are meant to serve and having the structure and systems for automation, ease, and flow. Sexy! Okay, this is about warrior magnetism, confidently owning your gifts, your warrior story, your warrior content marketing, sexy money mindset, and radiant revenue systems. Okay, I literally help you reframe the way you think about money and revenue systems. So it's not boring and it's not overwhelming and it's not heavy, okay? Bold, this is all about selfies because guess what? Your face, you are your brand, right? You want to show up. You guys see me on Instagram. It's my face a lot, right? I'm my brand. So people connect better with faces and not stock photo faces, your face. All right, so even try that out. If there's any takeaway, your face. All right, Facebook Lives, showing up, mastering discovery calls, learning how to close authentically, and being able to integrate to your next level visibility. All of this, if you were work one-on-one with me, is $10,000 value, okay? So this is what you get in this mastermind. 12 weeks of live coaching calls with me. They're an hour and a half long, lifetime access to all the modules, all right? And then we have, I already said the live video calls, you get the replays for lifetime. And then there's a dedicated Facebook community as well, all right? So this program is valued at just over $19,000, but your investment is one payment of $2,222 US. I love my spiritual numbers. Or if you're really watching your budget, then there's 12 payments of $197 US a month, okay? Now, if I'm gonna offer you a bonus. If you enroll by Friday, you'll get the module How to Write Magnetic Copy even if you don't think you can write. There's templates here where I'm going to help you have some prompts about how to share your soul frequency in terms of content out there. You need to write so that your soulmate clients feel your essence and stop the scroll. And I will share with you step-by-step tips and tricks to do just that. So if I was to sell this training alone, it's $297. So if you sign up by Friday, so I'm giving you some time to feel into that. Those of you who need to feel into things, because I'm one of them too. Okay, you have till Friday to enroll to get this bonus. Now, if you do sign up within the next, I'm going to say this is a bonus for today only. So I know there's going to be people watching on the replay. So I will say by Wednesday. Okay. So by this coming Wednesday, May 12th. All right. If you sign up, you'll also get this bonus. So my secrets to authentically turning strangers to leads online. Some of you are those people that I've met online, you are a stranger, and now you're here. Okay, my step-by-step method to support you to get connected with potential soulmate clients, to energetically call them in. You will discover practical strategies, where to meet strangers, turn leads, how to approach them authentically, what to say to them, build rapport, and how to get them to magnetize you with fun, flow, and ease. Okay, and that's a value of 222. So if you are feeling called, you can enroll here. I also have another really fun bonus for the first 3 people, so that's in the chat box. To enroll, you will receive a 1-hour business soul alignment breakthrough call with me. So this means you and I are going to get really intimate with your business And I'm going to look through everything and understand what's happening in your business, understand where the gaps are, and then give you some strategies to implement right away. So you see the big picture, and then you're able to dive in and close those gaps. Okay. So this is a value of $888. All right. Beautiful. Okay, so just to review, this is what you'll get with Client Attraction Academy. 12 weeks of mastermind content, lifetime access to mastermind content, 12 weeks of live group coaching calls. They are recorded for lifetime. You have a dedicated Facebook community. You'll get the bonus. Sorry, this is the wrong name of the bonus. It's the Right Magnetic Copy bonus. And then you'll also get the how to turn your leads, strangers into leads bonus if you sign up by Wednesday. And the first 3 people to receive to enroll will receive a one-on-one strategy breakthrough call with me. Okay. And Christy, that's a great question. Why US? Because my business is international. And a lot of my coaches that I invest in, programs I invest in, are US, and it makes it more international. So there's people like, I actually have a client in Germany. I have a previous client in Asia. Okay, so US is just a really nice currency. But it's totally up to you if you want to stay Canadian. That's totally your own choice. That's you making your decisions based on your values as well. All right, so your investment is $2,222. That's one pay, or 12 payments of $197 if you're really watching your budget. And there's no risk. There's absolutely no risk. So if you show up, do the work, come to all the calls, and 30 days later, nothing changes, you can have your money back. Okay, and we start May 26th, which is Wednesday. And once everybody signs up, we're going to decide what time works best. So I'm thinking around 11 a.m. Mountain, or 12 a.m. Sorry, 12 a.m. 12 p.m. Not a.m. Don't come midnight. Okay, so that's also no risk to you. All right, Christy, it never stops me. I've always invested in US. My first 2 business coaches have been US. So it's more about your mindset, right? So if you're feeling like, this is going to hold people back, you're going to start attracting people who feel like that's going to hold that kind of energy, right? So it's all about your energy and how you hold it. I have no problem charging in US. So, and so that's because I have invested in US. So I hope that helps, love. Okay. Awesome. Trish, are you still on here, love?
Hello.
Hi. I would love for you to come on. Where's Trish?
I'm here.
Trish is one of my Client Attraction Academy and one-on-one clients as well. Like I said, she's changed my life and leveling up my healing abilities in Karuna Reiki and Divine Compassion, which is a system that you downloaded from God. So can you share a little bit about your work, but then also please share how us working together starting last year, just before COVID hit, really supported you?
Okay. Yeah, I've been in business for over 25 years. I'm going to be 65 in August, and I was feeling like I had to get with the program. I always said that my lack of ability when it came to social media, etc., was a problem for me. And I have many modalities that I offer. I'm a Reiki master, Karuna master, a Divine Compassion master, Shambhala master. So that's all energy healing. I'm a hypnotherapist. I have a wellness center and have had for over 25 years. So I offer just about every modality imaginable. So what was fantastic was this little energetic Rosalind put this little fire under me, and literally was like a firecracker for me, because she gave me that little boost of energy that I needed at this stage in my life. And one thing I really, really loved about working with Rosalind was she really helped me to just pull in a little bit because I have so many modalities. I didn't know where to begin online. And so she, thanks to Rosalind, she said, no, like, you know, you need to just figure out who you want to work with. And I find it so amazing. I just want to tell you this, Rosalind, because you're so right on this. You pointed out to me, you know, do you want to work? Because I always worked with people who had a really difficult time in life. I've been doing that for over 25 years. I had a difficult time, and so I was taking in everybody as my soulmate client, and I thought that's how it was supposed to be. But Rosalind smartened me up a little bit and gave me the right direction. And she said, do you want that? Or would you like to just be working with people that are where you're at? And that you just help them to ascend and go to a higher level. And I thought, gee, that sounds really nice. And so I did. I put my whole focus on that. And my business expanded hugely. I'm proud to say I figured out in March what I had made through COVID from March to March. It was just slightly under 100,000 K. So that was super crazy. And that's just part-time work. For a person who didn't know a thing about social media. I did not know how to use Zoom before COVID. Oh my God, poor
You were like
Rosalind.
allergic to the computer. Remember, Trish? You're like, oh my God, I can't even be on the computer for.
That's true. I almost forgot. I couldn't be on, because of my energy, I couldn't be near a computer for like 10 minutes. I started to feel sick after, like literally very, very ill. I used amethyst. I had all sorts of stones around my computer. I was wearing things to help protect me. And it wasn't really helping. And now I've done 8 hours on the computer in a day. I've taught, just recently I did 6 days of teaching straight and then a day off and then 3 more days. That was a little bit crazy, I will admit it. But I mean, this is where it has taken me. And I'm just like, I'm so grateful. I can't even believe I'm where I'm at. It just helped me expand my business. And I am not a person that is all about the money. I am definitely, this is my passion. This is my being soulful. You know, that's where I want to be in life. I love doing what I do, and I have forever. And I think though, having that mentality also kind of held me back. And I had limited beliefs about money, and allowing myself to bring in the abundance, and that's gone. I have no problem bringing in abundance now. Rosalind again helped me change my mindset around that, and I was like, you know, well, it's not about the money. It's all about the people. It's all about the people. But, you know, I realize now that the more money I can make, the more I can help people. And that just like fills my heart, and it just makes me so in love with people. I just love it. So I don't know, what else do you want me?
I muted myself. Thank you so much for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Rosalind.
And we'll hear from Alicia, who is a current client attraction academy, and we'll start to close out there. I will ask if anybody has questions about the program as well. You can stick around or type in the chat box. How's your experience so far? We're in week 10.
Yeah, we're in week 10. I've said this, I actually just said it to my husband, but I've been saying it the whole time. Like, this is the best investment I've ever made in any type of program. So I was saying this in one of our classes, actually, that I used to be a public speaker. I traveled all around Canada, speaking to thousands of people, training police officers. I did so much, and it came so naturally to me because I love talking. It's hard to get me to shut up usually. But I had gotten to this part because in my past I was speaking about my pain, and now I'm not anymore because I'm ready to move into pleasure and doing the kind of work in the very beginning of the program, because I was like, why are we diving so deep into this? Like, I really had to look into who I was and what my true values were and why I really was doing this. but it really helped me fully understand, oh, this is why I'm doing this. And just being a part of the, like having the other people in the group to collaborate with and put yourself out there, because you really convinced me like, hey, yes, your pain is a part of something that happened to you. It's what got you here, but like you are good enough and you can move forward. And so yeah, I've been doing the lives now and it's insane. I was just sharing the other day that I went from like no activity, no engagement, nothing with social media, to finally just like putting a video, and my engagement went up. I'm not good at math, so I'm not even gonna try, but it was a lot. It was a
So
lot.
amazing. Thank you.
And yeah, the biggest thing too, I just want to really say that is at the collaboration between everybody else in the group. There's no competition in this group. Everyone roots for everyone. And
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I feel like Amy needs to speak. Last one, I promise. Yeah, because Amy's, yeah.
Oh my gosh, of course, because today I have no makeup on and my hair's not, today you call on me. I love it. Well, I sign up for everything that Rosalind puts on. I'm not a stalker, but I say yes to everything. I loved the Client Attraction Academy. I agree with Alicia. It was an awesome investment. It was like no contest for me. I didn't even think about, I didn't even have to think twice about signing up. I had lots of business ideas and this really helped me to get them down on paper and really gave me some direction. I was wanting clarity and I definitely got it from this course. So if you are trying to figure out what to do with your business and how to do it and where to take it, this is definitely for you. It's very comprehensive. So I highly recommend it.
Thank you, love.
Sorry, I got kids at home on school. You can hear us all in the back.
That's the times for today. So I love this. You guys can go to I'll send it out in email as well. Okay. I know that some of you are feeling called to join. You're messaging me, you're private messaging me, which I love. So you can, I'll send out the link, but it's number 7 figureconfidence.com/academy. And you can go ahead and look at the page there. And then if you feel called, again, remember that you have till Friday to claim the first bonus, which is how to write. Sorry, it's the how to attract leads, turn strangers into leads. That's the bonus training, and that one's by Friday if you sign up. And then the other one is how to write magnetic copy. Okay, so that one is for, I think I got those two reversed, don't I? Wednesday. So sorry, how to turn strangers into leads is Wednesday. You'll get that one if you sign up by Wednesday. You'll get both. You'll get both if you sign up by Wednesday. I'm not selling very well right now. Okay, let me try again. I'm all excited. Basically, you get both bonuses if you sign up by Wednesday. You get one bonus if you sign up by Friday. And if you are one of the first 3 people to sign up, you get a one-on-one breakthrough strategy call with me. Okay, that's worth an hour. That's valued at $888. All right, my loves. All right. Yeah, I'm just being real. That's right. Okay. Any questions about the program or concerns, like, you know, timing wise? Here's the thing. Other people pay for the program and they just do the self-study part. And they cannot make the calls, the group calls at this time. That's okay. The next time I run the group, which probably will not be until next year, 2022. Did I say that right? That sounds weird to say it like that. But I won't be running the live group until next year, likely. I'm moving to Kelowna in September, so I'm gonna just be sort of slowing down on things. But you have lifetime access to the modules as soon as you sign up. They're all there for you. Okay, so the other thing I'm open to sharing is if you cannot make the calls or you prefer to do some one-on-one, I'm happy to offer 2 one-on-one sessions instead of the group calls. Okay, so I hope that's not too confusing. But ideally, you want to be part of the container. It's very powerful. All right. Any questions? Any other questions? Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Beautiful. And if you guys have questions, you know my email. You can email me back. You can message me on Facebook or Instagram, however we met. And happy to serve you guys. So again, what about the first 3 sign up? You get a one-on-one breakthrough strategy call with me. So that's a 60-minute deep dive into your business, very intimate. I'm going to be able to see where you're at, where you want to be, and then we'll close the gap, really customized to you. So that's pretty awesome, Ardeline. I'd love to see you in there. Awesome. Arlene, I can't hear you. You're muted.
I signed up.
You did! Congratulations! Woo! I didn't get the details yet. I haven't looked, so I'm just like focused. That's awesome! Congrats! Woo! Awesome! So I don't know if anyone else signed up, but if not, there's 2 more spots. All right, my love. Then we'll chat in the back end of things, and we'll get you your call really soon. All right? Awesome. Any other questions before we close today? No, I just want to say thank you so much for those of you who are here live and those of you who are watching the replay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to my soulmate clients for sharing your beautiful testimonials of the work that we're doing together. And I love you guys all so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. So we'll just close this out with a big deep breath. And then just clearing. One more big breath. And clear. Beautiful. Thank you, my loves. I'll see you in your emails on social media. All right. Love you all. Bye.